Welcome to the Bozone.
Hey everybody, and welcome back. I think Zek came down with a flu or something. It's not sounding like himself today. And then there's me. Oh, whoa! Gave me a little heart attack there. Can you do the voice impression again?
No, that's not a one that I don't think I can do that twice.
Oh, that was amazing. You know, you should become a voice actor or something.
I really should.
But yeah, this
if
is
only
me.
they'd give me work.
I am Tristan, and then we have Zek with the wacky voice.
So it's episode 24.
It is. Okay, we should.
I swear I had something else to say.
Okay, yes, it is episode 24.
No, I did actually have the flu. While I was editing the previous Bozone episode, I heard myself and I was like, man, I do not sound like I am invested in this episode at all. But I was sick. And through our other uploads that you will find, I will also be sounding sick. What uploads is he talking about here? What's this man rambling about? There's only the Bozone.
It's the ramblings of a madman.
As of yesterday, as of the upload of this video, if the schedule works, you will have seen the first episode in our Baldur's Gate playthrough.
Bozos. No, Boulders Bozos.
Bozo's Gate.
Boulders Bozos just has such a nice ring to it. Because it's
really
the double
does
B's.
No.
It's like boobs and beer.
But Bozone fits, Bozo and Boulder fits so nicely, like with the B's and the syllables. You can directly go from Baldur's Gate to Bozo's Gate and people will understand what you're saying. And it sounds good. You just want to be funny. You just think you're silly.
Nah. You
want to be different, fucking hippie.
I still think we should go with my original suggestion of Bozo's Bozo.
I don't think anyone will then understand what we are doing.
What about if we change it up a little and go Bozo's Bozo free?
Yeah, that clears it up, I think.
Okay, so
not many games.
So we will have the first upload of Bozo's Bozo free pretty soon.
Yeah. And you're gonna get more of it. There's gonna be a compilation of me sneezing from being sick and recording Baldur's Gate.
Let's go. So, I don't think I brought anything to the table.
That's not true. You basically brought the table.
True. But I don't think I have any topics. I've just been consumed by one thing and one thing only. You know what it is.
Yeah, we'll talk about it later.
Yeah.
I've got this one topic in the channel that I wanted to talk about, but I forgot. And it was really funny.
The 100 men versus one gorilla.
No, right above that, basically Tony Stark. I remember I found someone on the internet that... Yes, okay, I remember now. So, I was watching a thing, I think I downloaded the video, so I'll send it to you afterwards.
Let's go.
Of, you know those fans with the lights that they use to project holograms, right?
Yeah.
I saw someone using one of those to project a 3D hologram of a graphic design that they are doing, which is so cool.
That does sound cool.
Cause it actually looks like, you know, in Avengers when Tony Stark, he does his thing on his hologram computer and the shapes and the machines like combine and he says something funny and Bruce Banner goes, "My God, we did it." And Jarvis says, "Well done, sir."
Jarvis, show me this guy's balls.
It looked like that and it's so cool. The only problem is you can't actually move it around like Tony Stark because it is still a fan.
Just that doesn't make sense on audio, but basically just you're trying to tap the screen and then your hand just gets caught in the fan.
It has a few limitations. They're held back by the technology of our time.
All of your fingers are just broken in every direction. Jarvis, phone 911.
It's okay. You're obviously a 3D modeler. Then you can 3D print yourself a new hand.
Of Tony Stark, he's busy going and then he just puts his hand into the fan and it just breaks all of his fingers. Okay. Ooh, I'm crying. I'm actually crying. Hold on. Wait, I have a tissue here. Oh.
Take your time, it's okay.
Alright, I'm good again.
Okay, now we can go on to like the actual big philosophical moment. The internet has been up in arms this past week over the argument of who would win between 100 men or a gorilla. Specifically an adult male silverback gorilla versus 100 average guys.
So, tell me what are your thoughts on it first.
So I think there is actually just no way that the gorilla wins this.
Yeah, that's my thoughts too. Even
people are like talking about how strong and big a silverback gorilla is, but it's not like the silverback gorilla is trained to fight 100 dudes. Our ancestors used to hunt fucking mammoth, for God's sake.
Without guns.
Like 100, without guns, firstly. If you got 100 guys in a normal, like, forest environment, at least one of those guys are gonna know how to take a rock and sharpen a stick, right?
I think the whole thing is that they don't have any weapons or tools they could use, like just completely barehanded, which even then I still think there's no chance of the gorilla winning just by sheer numbers. Like
100 is a lot of guys.
I think even like take the number down to 50 and I still don't think the gorilla would win. No shot.
Yeah. Because actually, you just take 100 guys and start dogpiling the gorilla and like punching it and stuff. It's not gonna last long.
No. That is like, I see them treating this gorilla as if it's like a Thanos with the Infinity Gauntlet, and then like Superman and all of those things. Like, no, it's just a gorilla, like any other living being. Like, it's no ways.
The average weight for your average dude is 90 kilograms, which I will not be translating into pounds, but it's like, let's say 200-ish pounds.
Yeah.
A rough translation. And if you have 100 guys who more or less weigh 90 pounds each, 90 kilograms each, then you're basically, and they just dogpile the gorilla, that's just a ton of human.
Yeah, that is just
a metric ton of dude on that gorilla.
It's more than a ton, it's actually 10 tons, more or less.
Yeah, actually, yeah, that's 10 tons, damn.
Yeah, it's quite astonishing. Like, people don't take into account how heavy a human actually is. Like, our boat has like obviously a weight limit. Like, you can't have too many people on there. And I was like, how are you, like, too many people ever gonna like make a difference to this massive ass like 90-ton boat or 100-ton or something like that? I don't know. It's like, yeah, this boat is massive, it's floating, like a couple people aren't gonna make a difference. Then you start doing the math and realize like 10 people is already a ton. Like, that's already a ton that you're adding to that boat's weight. And 20 people, that's 20 tons, more or less. Like, obviously everyone is different weights, but still, it's like, that's about a ton. So yeah, no, it's quite a lot of weight. And sure, a gorilla could probably pick up like a ton. I don't know how strong they are, but 10 tons?
Gorillas are strong, but even a gorilla can't lift a ton.
Yeah, man, from all of the posts and stuff I've seen, it's like this gorilla can break the universe in half if it wants to.
Never mind. A silverback gorilla can typically lift over 800 kilograms.
Yeah, which is almost about a ton. So
it is almost
even
about
if it can pick up a ton, that's still 1/10 of the strength that he needs to pick up 100 people at once to lift them. Especially if they're struggling against it. Like, the difference between picking up something that's like willingly letting you pick it up compared to something that's actively fighting against you to not pick it up, like, that is also a difference in like whether they can pick it up or not. So if like the first couple of people are struggling and the rest just dogpile on top of it, it's eventually gonna get crushed. Like, there's no chance for the gorilla.
Yeah, I'm glad we see eye to eye on this. Otherwise, we'll have to consult gorilla expert Andy Serkis.
Did you see? I actually got a video today of a South African Special Forces guy from down in Cape Town, but he was like stationed up in the Congo, and he actually killed a gorilla with his bare hands, and that's just one guy.
We just need one guy.
He's like the gorilla. Like, gorillas aren't used to things fighting back, so what he did was like the gorilla was like running down at him, and he just like stood his ground, puffed his chest out, and when the gorilla realized the like wasn't backing down. He didn't know what to do, and the guy just grabbed the gorilla by the throat apparently and basically strangled it to death.
That's crazy.
And that doesn't matter how strong it is. Like the gorilla is not like trained in combat like these guys are.
Yeah.
So
people need to remember the gorilla is also held back by being stupid. It's not really an intelligent. Okay, it's a smart animal, but it's not like we can't teach a gorilla to kickbox.
I mean, I'm sure with enough effort you can. We've taught dogs how to speak, like using those little mats. Have you seen those?
Okay, yeah. Okay, this is new project. We are going to find a Brazilian jiu-jitsu teacher somewhere, some Brazilian jiu-jitsu master, and we are going to find a silverback gorilla. And we are going to teach a silverback gorilla how to do Brazilian jiu-jitsu. And we're just gonna send that gorilla into war.
I think that gorilla might stand a chance against 100 guys.
Yeah.
Like a professionally trained gorilla might stand a chance, but like just one that you pick out of the wild, he's dead. Like dead and gone. And I'm not saying there's not gonna be any casualties for the humans. I'm sure even on the dogpiling strat, like the bottom humans and the bottom, they're just gonna get crushed.
Like the first 5 guys are probably not gonna make it.
Yeah, I mean, like, probably the first 10 guys, 20 guys even, are not gonna make it or are gonna be severely injured. But, like, the top people, they're just gonna be, like, laying on top of the dog pile, like, ooh, in a relaxing day. You think it's dead? I don't know, Tim. Do you think it's dead? I still feel movement down there. Let's give it another 10 minutes. Breaks out the margarita, is just sipping it on top of their throne of human bodies. Oh no.
Sorry, gorilla.
Now, here is an interesting thing I saw today. 100 average people against 10 million ants.
10 million ants.
Yeah, I think the people are dead. There ain't no
10
way.
million ants. That's a lot of ants.
Yes, that is indeed a lot. I don't think...
Let's do... 10 million ants would weigh approximately 50 kilograms.
Yeah, that's... I'm not concerned about the weight, but just think of it like this. Have you ever, like, stumbled upon, like, a big ant colony? Like, where there's tons of ants and they start climbing up your legs. And, like, even doesn't matter how much you're, like, swatting them off and stuff, they just keep on climbing up until you're out of the area. Now, I'm sure that's only, like, a couple of hundreds, maybe even thousands ants. Like, maybe not even that much. And you're struggling to keep them off. Now, 10 million, they're gonna swarm over your body. They can get into your mouth. They can block out all your lungs, everything. Like, I don't think you are going to be able to keep them out of your orifices. And I think you're just dead.
Yeah, that was the big question, is how do the ants kill you? But that's a pretty definitive answer.
And there's even this one person that literally just fell asleep under a tree, like in the Kruger Park, and the ants killed them. Like, he fell asleep, and the ants, the tree just killed him. Like, they just started eating him. And when he woke up, he realized he can't move, and, like, ants are crawling all over his body, and he's dead.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so
I know
think
we're talking about pretty grim topics right now, dear viewers.
nah, these are all hypotheticals. There's 10 million ants. Where are we gonna find that many?
True.
I don't-
Probably Antarctica.
True, that is the ants' home.
Yeah. That's where all ants come from. You know what else is pretty awful?
Yes.
Paddle.
Paddle?
Paddle.
Who is Paddle?
So, for the longest time, I thought pickleball and paddle were the same thing. It's not.
Oh yeah, we spoke about this on the last episode.
We did. And I said I'm gonna talk about it.
So you thought they were the same. I didn't even know paddle is a sport. But I thought pickleball was some sort of inside joke that I wasn't a part of. Like, I thought it wasn't even a sport. Like, everybody that I know around here, like, all of the richer, like, people, they're all like, oh, I didn't see you at pickleball this weekend, or, oh, last weekend's pickleball was so fun. And I thought it's, like, some sort of euphemism for something, and I was like, what is this pickleball? It sounds weird. Why is everybody taking part in this? Until I realized it is an actual sport that people play.
For a while I was just like picturing Eric Andre with a pizza ball but made out of pickles. And until I was told it's a sport, I thought pickleball was some American snack where they turn pickles into balls. And until people, started posting it on the internet and on YouTube, and I started getting YouTube shorts about pickleball, and I'm like, wait a minute, I thought it's just paddle, but it's not paddle.
Man, I didn't even know what paddle is.
It's basically the same, it looks the same, but it's apparently different. But paddle is it's tennis but lazy, which is the appeal.
Oh. Yeah.
So, it's slow tennis.
Interesting.
And it's the fastest growing sport in the world.
Man. I don't know, this whole thing, it has gone over my head. Like, I still, with how many people play it, I have not seen the sport. Like, I've not seen people actually play it. I've, even like at our boat meetups and stuff, where like a bunch of the boat owners get together, they hold pickleball tournaments. And obviously I didn't get to go to it because, well, I was working, but I was like, this is crazy. I've not even seen the sport.
Yeah, so firstly we've debunked that pickleball and paddle are different.
Yes.
Secondly, I'm not trying it for the video, because despite paddle just being lazy tennis, those rackets are ridiculously expensive, and I'm not buying one for science. It costs, like, if I had to do a rough calculation, $200 for one of those. And I ain't having that. But maybe one day I'll come back and tell you how paddle is.
Man, you know what sport I want to try? Or not try, I have played it before, but what I want to get back into playing is, I don't even know if you can consider it a sport, but pool. Man.
Yeah, but it's totally a sport.
Pool is so fun. I don't know why. I just... and I've been getting so many, like, random pool videos on my, like, Instagram and TikTok feed, and I'm like, man, I wish I was playing pool. It just looks so... I don't know, it's appealing to me.
I've got a love-hate relationship with pool because I'm not consistent. So one round I'll be doing like 3 balls a turn, sinking them left and right. And then the next round I just completely fumble.
Yeah, it is quite the same with me. Like I say, I'm not good at it, and then my first few rounds, I'm like somehow like a god at it, and then I basically sink all of the balls on my first turn, and then afterwards it's just, oh, I don't even hit the ball. It's so like, ooh, I accidentally sunk like all of the opponent's balls. I don't know. It's such a weird thing. Like, but I would love to get good at it.
Yeah. Speaking of sports to get into, firstly I wanted to say I wanted to talk about padel because it's taking over everything everywhere I go. They turned the skate park here that was designed by Tony Hawk. Tony Hawk designed a skate park here at a mall, right?
Yeah.
Really cool skate park, really cool, like international championship level Tony Hawk skate park, which they destroyed entirely and turned into a paddle court, which is insane.
That is insane. Well, I told you, our movie theater that was nearby was closed down to become a pickleball court, which is I'm so upset with that.
It's wild. Anyway, sports you want to get into is I've been doing some research, and do you know what HEMA is?
No.
Historical European Martial Arts. So basically sword fighting.
Oh, is it that I've been seeing, like, literally is it that where people are like dressed in full armor and they're like fighting like old-timey battles?
Yeah, pretty much. Like actual competition, they'll have more modern like fencing armor and all sorts, but that can also happen. I've seen competitions where it's just they're in actual armor and stuff, and it's super cool.
Yeah.
And I might sound like a massive nerd, but I want to do that. And
Me too. Man,
there is one.
Just putting on. I want to go do that one where you just put on full armor and you get your weapon of choice. I've seen people like with big ass like glaives, and some people just with a big sword, shield and sword, like all of those things. I just want to go there with a full suit of armor and just beat the shit out of some, or get the shit beaten out of me. Either one.
Yeah. And there's one place here near me that does HEMA, and I forgot to phone them, but I will phone them eventually, and I will become a sword fighter.
That is so cool. I need to check if there's something like that near me.
Yeah, but you're lucky. You've got like Renaissance fairs and stuff.
Yeah, did I tell you about the one I went to? There's
You told me you went to one.
So there's this one. It's like in Massachusetts, I think.
Massive t-shirts.
Yeah, and massive t-shirts. I think it's called King Richard's Fair. Maybe. But it was quite cool. I think the coolest thing I saw there was they had actual jousting competition.
Oh, that's so cool.
That was cool. Like everybody just sitting around, and then like the guys coming in on their horses, their armor, and they're just jousting, and it was quite something. Like I don't know. I would be terrified to be the one doing the jousting. Like, I don't think I would do that. That looks extremely dangerous.
Oh yeah, I'll take part in their like sword fighting and shit. There's no way I'm getting on a horse with a big stick.
Yeah.
That looks terrifying. After watching Game of Thrones and seeing how people just died jousting and got impaled and shit, I'm not jousting.
Yeah. So the nice thing was, okay, so they weren't doing like real jousting, like trying to kill each other with the sticks. They put on a little show, but it was still like, it's like a WWE type of thing where it's like, you can see they are getting hurt, but it's all like a performance type of thing. So it's not like, so yeah, there wasn't any, obviously there's some like chance that someone's getting hurt, but it's mostly choreographed, I would say. Like, they know what they're doing, they've been training for that moment. Yeah, so they are trained professionals. I would hope, unless they just picked up like a couple random guys and said, listen, by the end of this year, you're gonna be jousting. So, prepare yourself.
You know, the Bum Fights website would still be alive if they just trained the hobos how to joust.
But yeah, that was quite cool to see. And what else was there? There was a couple of like live shows and stuff. There was this one magician guy, but it was like steampunky, but I don't think that show was that good because I can't remember exactly what he did, but I know it was like steampunky magic where he was like putting things into a machine or something, and then it like does like these magic things, but obviously like magic in quotations. And let me think, mostly it was just cool seeing everyone dressed up as like little things, like creatures and stuff. So yeah, but like I said, the jousting was just very cool to me.
Yeah, it does sound cool. We're gonna do Bozone Renaissance Fair, the vlog one day, and
you should come.
Take me there.
You should come visit whenever that King Richard Fair is going, because it only happens once a year, and I think I could be wrong, but I think it's either in. I know it's in the fall, like when it starts to get a little chillier. But I can't tell you exactly. It might be close to Halloween, but I'm not sure. Actually, let me just Google it.
No, I'm googling it now. August 30th to October 19th.
Alright, yeah, I was right. And it is like close-ish to the Halloween
Purchase
times.
thy tickets here. Okay, so it's not.
Yes,
so it's open for a while.
Yeah, it's open for a while. But I know it's not like open the whole year.
Yeah. I can probably make that actually.
Yeah, so it's cool. It's cool.
Anyway, it's time for our mid-episode segment. Visual media review.
Alright, why don't you go ahead and get us started off, and I'll try and think because I haven't watched anything.
So, in honor of talking, Andy Serkis mentioned earlier when we were talking about Gorillas and Andor Season 2 released, so I'm recommending Andor, because Andor is the single best sci-fi production that I have ever seen in the form of a TV show. And I love Mandalorian and I love Star Trek and I love all the other Star Wars shows, but Andor is so uniquely beautiful in the sense of us seeing a side of sci-fi that hasn't really been shown before from a main character perspective, where the guy grew up on a world that isn't as advanced as the rest of the universe, and everyone's got laser guns, and they're still walking around with pointy sticks. And then he goes into this world full of laser guns, and he doesn't really have any skills, so what does he do? Crime. And it's really cool to see Cassian Andor before the happenings of Rogue One. And honestly, it's just a really well-made show. It gives a lot of perspective into how bad the Empire really was to the common person that they considered less than them because they were not as advanced. And yeah, I can't say too much without spoiling it, but it's got amazing acting and incredible world building, and I think the story is magnificent. Because where we had Jedi cut down fucking hordes and hordes of stormtroopers and shit in the past, now we're looking at a group of people where one TIE fighter is the death of them. It takes like 2 episodes to take down one TIE fighter, and it's done in an incredibly well way. So yeah, I'm recommending Andor.
Nice. Yeah, I don't know if I'll watch that because I think Star Wars isn't really for me, like that whole universe. I know we started watching it together, and I don't know up to where we got, but it just wasn't doing it for me.
Yeah, but you're not big on the sci-fi, so that's alright.
Yeah, but I mean, I know it's a big thing and a lot of people like it, so I'm sure it's good. I'm trying to think of a movie or a series that I've watched that was pretty good. Nothing recent is popping into my mind, so I'm gonna recommend something old, something that I really loved watching, and that would be the movie 300, unless I've already recommended it.
No, go do it again if we did.
300, man, I love that movie. It's just such a badass feeling movie, like just what's his name, is it Leonidas, I think?
Yeah, Leonidas.
Yeah, it's the movie where the "This is Sparta" meme comes from. It's like I don't want to say it's a cinematic masterpiece because it definitely isn't. It's just a fun, badass movie. Some badass Spartan warriors doing things. I think one of my favorite scenes in that movie is where the like millions of arrows block out the sun, and they're just like 300 warriors against this army, like literal army that has enough soldiers to shoot so many arrows that it blocks out the sun. Like that is such a cool scene, and I don't know, it's so good. I haven't even watched the second one, but it's not because I'm not interested in watching it, or actually I'm not interested in watching it because a lot of what I heard from people that has watched the second one is that it's just not good, and it kind of sours the taste in your mouth, like then the first one doesn't feel as good, so I haven't ruined my view on it yet. So yeah, first movie of 300, so good. I don't know, should I give a little lore breakdown, or I think most people have seen it.
Most people would have seen it. If you haven't seen 300 somehow, you should watch 300.
It is just so good.
If you're like a man and you have not seen 300, and I'm not trying to be sexist, obviously women can enjoy it too, but it feels like it's supposed to be a male cultural phenomenon to have watched 300 and said, hell yeah.
Yeah, man, I don't know, it's just such a good movie. I don't even care about the second one, really. Like, I'm sure it's... Nah, I'm not even gonna say I'm sure it's okay, but...
I didn't watch it for the exact same reason as you just said.
Yeah, so watch the first 300. I don't even know what the second one is called. I'm just gonna call it 302. Don't watch 302. 300 banger.
So, Devolver Digital, you would know them. Famous indie roguelike publishers, Devolver Digital. Famous for games like Enter the Gungeon, Wizard with a Gun. I think they published Cult of the Lamb and a myriad of other indie games and roguelikes.
Did they publish... Oh no. What?
Hotline Miami.
They published the Talos Principle.
Yes.
Which is one of my favorite puzzle games. Oh man, they have a huge... I didn't realize how many games they had under their belt.
Yeah. It's
what about them?
A lot. So they have said that they have a game locked and loaded to create video gaming's Barbenheimer moment. You know, where Oppenheimer and Barbie was released in the same period of time, creating an incredible juxtaposition that drove up sales in the box office for both movies. And they said they have a game locked and loaded to release at the same time as GTA 6. So they say they're sitting on a video game that they are going to release alongside GTA 6 to manufacture a Barbenheimer moment. And firstly, that's really cool. I like the company, that sounds like fun. But secondly, I don't think you can manufacture a Barbenheimer moment.
Yeah, that's gonna be hard.
It has to
do.
be unintentional. And they glossed over a huge fact. It was already done. Doom Eternal and Animal Crossing 2 released on the same day and had already created the Barbenheimer moment for video gaming. And no one mentioned that in the entire thing.
That is so true.
We already had the Barbenheimer moment.
I mean, to be honest with you, I think you can manufacture it. Like, you get a couple of random influencers or something, just pay them a couple bucks and be like, oh, I'm playing GTA 6 and before I go to bed I'm gonna play this other new game that they are gonna release, and it's gonna become the whatever, the Barbenheimer moment, because a couple of big influencers or something just texted, or they could just tweet it out basically, and just start it up like that. I think it's very easy to manufacture.
My boyfriend
these
wants
days.
to go watch Oppenheimer, but I want to go watch Barbie, that old TikTok voice thing.
Yes. Or they could just have some random bot accounts do it, and it spark the same thing. That is what was it? I think it was Pixar, maybe. They tried to do that, but with some fake accounts with that Elementals movie, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
when this
it
random character comes on screen and it's just a fake cheering track over an empty cinema.
Yes, like, they try to do it and fail. They need to be a bit more tactful with it. I think they just wanted to do it for as low budget as possible. So they just had, like, some interns at the office go and do that, and, like, start recording it and post it on their, like, Twitter or whatever, and instead of having, like, some actual, like, influencer that knows how to set up these, like, realistic fake scenarios and just do it. Yeah. But I think you can manufacture stuff like that. It's just, you have to be willing to spend some money and actually do the work for it.
So, we're talking a lot about video games, but it's one of those days. I have discovered, how do video game YouTubers go viral? They gotta add some shock value and some feeling into the games. So, I know how me and you are going to become famous YouTube video gamers by exploiting Tristan's biggest fear.
Oh, God. Women.
Subnautica 2 is going to be multiplayer. So we are going to play Subnautica 2.
Oh, God. I don't know about that one.
No, we have to. I've said it on the podcast now, it's happening.
But you see, my problem is, like, first off, I'm gonna go into it thinking it's a game. And I'm not gonna be as scared of it until we start diving deep into the waters where you can't see shit. Then I'm just gonna be like, nope, I'm out. It's gonna be, you're gonna have the hardest time of your life playing that game with me. Because
that's exactly why it's gonna be so funny.
Oh no. Alright. I mean, let's do it. Let's do it. Oh.
If you can find a game about cave diving, then I'll be the terrified guy in that. But that's not as cool as Subnautica.
Yeah, no, we'll definitely play Subnautica 2, unfortunately.
It's going to be brilliant.
Oh. So, I wanted to tell you about the Americanization of me. I saw it in the topics and I was trying to remember what I wanted to say about it. So, my accent has actually gotten much better than from when I first left South Africa. Like, before I left it, I was only speaking Afrikaans and my accent was really bad. It's still not good, I'm not gonna say it's gotten better. But the people in America don't understand accents. I've come to notice that. So whenever you go out, or I go out to like a restaurant or something, I can't ask for a glass of Coke. I have to go. I don't know why they don't understand Coke. Like, if I say it, I have to say, can I please, like, I'll always ask, can I just have a glass of Coke? And then they're like, they look at me funny and I'm like, can I have a glass of Coca-Cola? And then they're like, oh, Coke! And then I'm like, yeah, and they go get it. Or when I want a side of ranch, if I say ranch, like, I have to say, can I have a side of ranch? And then they'll understand me. But if I ask for a side of ranch, they'll look at me like I just spoke Greek to them. And I'll be like, what? And then my girlfriend laughs at me every time because I'm like, can I have a side of ranch? And then they're like, look at me, and then I'm like, can I have a side of ranch? And then they're like, oh yeah, ranch, I'll go get it for you now. And then I'm like, and just like stuff like that, because the Americans, their A's, when they say A, it's different to ours. Like, we would say castle and they say castle.
Yeah.
Ranch, and I don't know, it's just all of these words, and I've slowly noticed myself, like, when I'm speaking, I would, like, speak more the American way, and I don't know, I'm just getting a lot of Americanisms, basically. And that's truly terrifying.
If you want to get fucked up fast, take a shot every time Tristan makes a grammatical error in his sentences.
Yes,
That's what I've been doing when I edit the videos. I start passing out like halfway through.
Yeah, no, it's fine. I can't speak, and that's okay.
But what you're saying about the terrifying Americanisms is reminding me of that Lemmy skit.
Why? What skit?
It's a famous Lemmy skit where he's trying to go do normal everyday things, but England has become full of Americanisms, as he would put it. So he's like, I'm going to the chemist. The what? The chemist? The who? The pharmacist. Oh, the pharmacist.
Oh.
Yes. It's like, damn Americanisms. It's so funny. It really is just old white guy angry at language.
Man, I mean, it's helping me out here, but I hate it. I don't know why. All of the Americans are gonna hate me now, but I really hate the way that they speak. I don't like it.
I mean, there's a reason why Americans always think British people sound smart and British people always think Americans sound dumb.
But it's neither here nor there. I just wanted to tell the story about the ranch. Like it's quite like I hate it. Like I can't even speak. But yeah. No,
dear viewers, if you want to understand our point of view, just go into YouTube and type in "Speak American" and watch that video, and you'll understand what we mean.
Yeah, but because America is the world, they'll be like, these guys, they don't know what they're talking about. Like, this is America. Like, we are the world.
That's true. America, the United States has some sort of like main character syndrome, and
Yes.
the world isn't helping, because every movie is like a Hollywood film production now. So yes, America literally is the main character.
Yeah.
The only time people don't have American accents, they like train English people to speak in an American accent, except when it's a medieval movie.
Yeah. You know what's another funny thing? So you know how the Rugby World Cup is actually like South Africa, Australia, England, and like countries from all over the world.
Yeah. Remember New Zealand, please. Nobody ever remembers New Zealand.
But like it's a whole bunch of countries. Like the Rugby World Cup is like countries from all over the world playing against each other. Now the American football has like a World Cup. Do you know which countries partake in that World Cup? The United States of America.
Yeah.
That's their World Cup.
Of the NBA, the winners of the NBA officially get the title like basketball world champions.
Yes.
Except only 2 countries take part in the NBA. And that's like America and Canada. And it's only like 2 teams from Canada too.
Yeah, it's amazing. They are the world. That's what I told you. They are the world.
If
So
they
it's-
weren't the world, then why would aliens go anywhere else?
that is
They
true.
always go to America.
Have you ever seen an alien in Spain? No.
No,
Because
not me.
they
We
only
had
come
District
to...
9, but that only happened one time.
Oh, man, I love it. I love it, but I also hate it. But yeah. Is there anything else on our list?
There's only one thing left, and that's everyone's favorite weekly segment. Video game suggestions.
Alright, you can go first.
Obviously, I'm recommending Doom.
You haven't even played it yet.
No, not that one. Just like right now, Doom in general. Because Dark Ages, the premium edition, officially unlocks in 5 days from now, right? 13 May. And I just want to talk about Doom and why I love Doom and what I'm going to do. So, I love Doom. I was a young boy when Doom 2016 came out, and I loved it. I played it, and then I pre-ordered Doom Eternal, and I loved it, and I played the shit out of it, and I went back and I played Doom 1, 2, Doom 3, that new Doom 64 that they released for PC with Doom Eternal, and I loved every minute of it. And it's got history for me. It's got family history, because the first game my father ever played was Doom. So, from my forefathers, one of them to be precise, and it's directly correlated, I have been a Doom player. And I will continue with my tradition. I will pre-order this Doom, and I'm going to play it in the middle of the night when it releases. And I might probably stream it on the Bozone Twitch channel, maybe. Depends on how I feel. Just no Tristan, just me solo playing Doom.
Let's do it.
Because I'm not bad. Let me just say that. I'm not bad at it either, because I've played it a lot. And Doom holds a very special place in my heart, and I'm really excited that another Doom is released. Very sad that Mick Gordon isn't making the soundtrack, but hopeful that the soundtrack will still be good.
Talking about that, did you see the type of like agony Mick Gordon went through with the soundtracks for the previous games?
Oh yeah, there's no question why he's not doing the soundtrack again. There was like the whole very long-winded 3-month-long internet drama of Bethesda versus Mick Gordon. Too much lore to open up now. I still love Doom and I still love Mick Gordon's music.
How much do you know about that topic?
I was pretty on it. I remember pretty much everything.
Do you want to talk about it next episode? Because I would love to.
I think we did talk about it, didn't we?
I don't know. I can't remember.
I mean, we
man.
can.
I can't even remember the last episode we did.
Well, I'll just put in here Doom drama. There we go. We'll talk about it next episode. But yeah, that's my recommendation. Watch out for next week when I will be officially reviewing Doom and streaming Doom.
Let's go. So, you know me, and I'm obviously gonna recommend Cyberpunk 2077. Woo!
This motherfucker. I can't believe he's done it again.
So, Man, what an amazing game. Like, you got Keanu Reeves.
Okay, it's
And
I'm
in
gonna
the
stop you right
DLC
there. I'm changing your recommendation to Claire Obscure Expedition 33. I'm overwriting your recommendation. Talk about Expedition 33.
Yeah, no, that's a real thing I wanted to talk about. I just wanted to yank Zek's doodle. So Claire Obscure, however you say it, Expedition 33. It's not a game that I would have picked for myself, which obviously I ended up picking for myself. I was bored and it just popped up on my Steam. Didn't know anything about it. Clicked install and I was like, because I went through the pictures, I was like, ooh, this looks very flashy, very funky, very cool. And I was like, okay, let's give it a shot. You get into that game. The prologue, or like the tutorial, but like the start of the game, the opening act, is beautiful. Cinematic masterpiece, I want to say. Truly, like, it is quite an entrance into a game. And I immediately got hooked onto it. And I've been playing it ever since. Like, it is an amazing game. It's a turn-based, I think it is turn-based, but it has some, what's it called, like live action as well. Like, it has some soul elements in there as well. It is a very weird blend of games. Like, I don't know. Yeah, it's a turn-based RPG with unique real-time mechanics is what they say in the description. Because it does have real-time mechanics, and like, if you're very good at parrying in a Souls game, you'll be amazing in this game. It has, like I said, Souls game elements. It is honestly such an adventure in the game. All of the characters feel very well made. Like, they all have their own personalities, and it's not like something over the top, like how do I say, like anime, where like this character is like the nerdy guy and this is the like dumb guy or something like that. It's like real people. They feel like they're real people with real personalities. And yeah, it's beautiful. Like, the visuals are absolutely amazing. Like, a lot of the times you can run in the game, but a lot of the times I'm just walking through the like levels, just checking out all of the surroundings and just taking in all of the scenery in this game. It's just very beautiful. Like, I don't know, the art in the levels are just amazing. Like, truly, it's something else. This game feels like something that I haven't seen before. Like, it's not like any other game I've played before, because of just how it really is something else. I don't know what else to say. I don't have any big fancy words for it, unfortunately. The combat is very fun. Like, for a turn-based game, it is not something that, like Baldur's Gate, where you can just click on something and dies, or you miss and like you just have to do a couple things. No, like, you have to actually pay attention when you're doing combat. You can break the game and have OP builds, or yeah, it's a fun game. I don't know what else to tell you. Yeah, it's the levels designs are pretty cool, or like how you explore. It is linear, but also not linear. Like, as you progress through the story, you get more traversal options for the open world, I want to say, and then you can like go check out other side content, and I have apparently 36 hours in this game, and I am still just awestruck by it. Like, it is... I'm literally waiting to just play it again. I feel like a heroin addict, and this is my heroin. Like, scratching at my neck and just waiting. But yeah, no, it's a fun game.
It has to be one of the most, like, tantalizing, enticing, and thorough video game suggestions you've ever given. I was awestruck at just listening to you talk about this game.
The one negative thing this game has going for it is French. that is it. Like, I would give it a 11 out of 10, but because it's French, it just gets a 10 out of 10.
It's I wanted to say something. Tristan was trying to convince me to play, and I googled the game and I saw the cast, and as soon as I saw Andy Serkis and Charlie Cox and Jennifer English, I was pretty sold.
Yeah.
Because, like, now, firstly, I'm a huge Andy Serkis fan. He's friend of the podcast. If you didn't know, he plays the table. In the graphic you'll see on screen, he's the table. And then Charlie Cox, obviously very famous for playing Daredevil in the Marvel productions. Great actor, very cool. And Jennifer English, who I know her, but I forgot what she's in.
She's Shadowheart in Baldur's Gate.
Shadowheart, there we go.
She's Shart.
And she's also
one of the
in
most amazing
Elden Ring.
things. If you don't like Shadowheart in the Baldur's Gate game, you get to beat her up in like the opening scene of the Clair Obscure. Like, you just beat the shit out of her.
No, but I like Shadowheart. I think she's got a... I don't know what's all the hate for Shadowheart. She's her own woman and she knows what she wants.
Yeah.
And it's what she wants is not Githyanki.
But yeah, it's quite a loaded cast, and the most jaw-dropping thing of this game is it was made by a team of like 30 people, excluding like, I don't think the voice actors count in that, but like just like the core development team was like 30 people, and if you've played this game, you know that it feels better than AAA games.
Well, there you have it. Sorry, there you have it.
I'm also not the target audience for AAA games. I don't know when's the last time I played one. I guess Cyberpunk 2077, but yeah, that's about it.
Well, there you have it, folks. Tristan, hit him with the outro.
Where's my outro sign? And then I'm gonna come find you, and I'm gonna come beat the shit out of you with my outro sign.
That's so mean.
You told me to hit them with the outro. I cannot disobey.
You can find us on YouTube and Spotify as The Bozone. You can find us on X or Twitter and Instagram as Legit Bozone. And you can find us on our subreddit at The Bozone.
Yeah, and that's about it, folks. See you
Leave
next
a
time.
like. No, we gotta do the standard YouTuber propaganda. Leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe, watch our Baldur's Gate video.
And
Suck
buy
my
our
toes.
merch coming
Buy
soon.
our merch coming soon to a corner store drug dealer near you. Bozone merch.
Amazing. Alright. Well, shouldn't we be doing the like, subscribe, and all of that at the start?
No, how would they know if they like the video if we tell them at the start before they've watched the video?
We don't have to worry about that. Let's just get the like numbers up and the comments up, and then like later we can worry about the view time, you know. Just you know.
Goodbye.
You know. Goodbye. Oh, where's the stop button?